It's 90s week on Cinefix, so we're celebrating The Simpsons, even though the show technically started in the 80s. Anyway, here are 9 things you didn't know about Homer, Bart, and the rest of Springfield. Probably. The Simpsons' look has changed a lot over the years, especially compared to how they looked in the early shorts from The Tracy Ullman Show. Woof. But the show creators made an important animation decision after season 2 and decided that only Bart, Lisa, and Maggie could have spiky yellow hair. It was a way to make them more distinct and special within the Simpsons universe. In the old opening sequence, there's a guy at a bus stop who has Bart's haircut, a little Easter egg from before they made the decision. Not only has the look of the show evolved over the years, but so have many of the characters' voices, perhaps most notably Homer's. One of the main reasons Homer's voice went from sounding like this,
"Hey, little one, Santa's back. Ho, ho, yo!"
to sounding like this.
I don't know how to tell you this, but your baby doesn't have any legs.
What?
Oh, wait, there's more.
Is that Dan Castellaneta found it easier to do all of Homer's screaming and crying in a higher register. And as Homer got stupider, there was a lot more screaming and crying for him to do, leading to the voice we all know, love, and do horrible impressions of today.
Quick! We have to kill the boy!
Grandpa Simpson's voice changed a bit too over time, but another thing that changed was the name of his nursing home. In season 1, it was called the Springfield Retirement Home, but by season 2, it had been changed to the Springfield Retirement Castle. Considering it remained as dank as ever, it's clear this was an upgrade in name only.
Second floor, third dank room on the left.
Earlier episodes of The Simpsons featured the familiar sound of Maggie's pacifier over the other characters talking.
Yeah, who'd possibly be late on meatloaf night?
Eventually, the show creators decided to drop that motif because they thought it was too distracting. But you can still hear the classic squish-squish of Maggie's pacifier occasionally in later episodes.
Of course, I refer to...
Any Simpsons fan knows Otto, and a true fan also knows that when he isn't driving children to school, he loves to get blotto.
My name is Otto. I love to get blotto.
But you probably didn't know that the writers originally planned for Otto's full name to be Otto Mechanic, a pun that never made it to air. Ultimately, they settled on just naming him Otto Man because, after all, he's Otto Man. Stark Raving Dad is easily one of the all-time classic episodes of The Simpsons, when Homer gets sent to a mental institution for wearing a pink shirt, and then he meets Michael Jackson. Kind of.
Hi, I'm Michael Jackson from the Jacksons.
What most people don't know is Michael Jackson actually contacted the show to do the episode, but had a condition that they couldn't say it was him doing his own voice. That's why John J. Smith is listed in the credits. Ironically, MJ also required that they use a sound-alike for the singing portions, only for him to then semi-secretly re-record the songs himself. To this day, the producers aren't quite certain which of the song recordings used in the episode are the ones with the sound-alike or the ones with Michael himself.
The kid is not my son.
Aside from Michael Jackson, The Simpsons have had a lot of other huge stars on the show over the years, including 3 Beatles, all on separate episodes. But one star who the producers haven't ever been able to get is Clint Eastwood. He turned them down, although that didn't stop them from finding more creative ways to get Clint into the Simpsons universe.
You gotta do this one for me, Billy McGarnagle.
Another star who said no is Bruce Springsteen. They've asked the boss to do the show multiple times without success, most notably in the Radio Bart episode, where they ended up getting Sting instead, which honestly is a pretty awesome plan B.
Sting, you look tired. Maybe you should take a rest.
Not while one of my fans needs me.
If you like The Simpsons, there's a pretty good chance you also like Conan O'Brien, which makes sense because Conan started writing on the show in its 4th year, even though he was their 3rd choice out of the pool of writers they were considering. During his 2nd year there, Conan got the life-changing opportunity to take over Late Night from David Letterman, which meant Conan had to break his contract with The Simpsons.
Sit perfectly still. Only I may dance.
Even though he had perhaps the most valid excuse ever to leave the show, Conan says Fox still insisted that he pay them around $130,000 for breaking his contract. At least we all know things worked out for Conan in the end, more or less. Our last thing today is about Sideshow Bob. Kelsey Grammer has done the voice since the beginning when Bob Terwilliger first began his life of crime and framed Krusty the Clown.
I played the buffoon while he squandered a fortune on his vulgar appetites.
But originally, the producers had James Earl Jones in mind for the voice. Jones did end up voicing a few other characters on the show, including Maggie in Treehouse of Horror 5.
This is indeed a disturbing universe.
Still, we can't imagine anyone but Frasier ever doing the voice for Sideshow Bob. That's it for today's episode of Things You Didn't Know, but be sure to subscribe to Cinefix for more true-ish things about movies, or occasionally TV shows that did a movie one time. Thanks for watching.